Hello, 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 hello. So today, what I wanted to talk about, first of all, was that I'm grateful for the growth I see in my channel thus far. I'm extremely grateful for that. I've gained 4 subscribers even this week, and I've been commenting on people's comments, just letting them know, like, hey, I'm out here, I'm making music and I have no organic growth. And sometimes that's work, or sometimes that's working. People are stopping in and they like what they see, and that works. And I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful that people are stopping in, and I really think that ever since I've I've realized that my target audience can't be everyone. That my target audience just has to be a select few amount of people. Just people who like Christian music. I've been able to actually target that audience a lot more effectively and reach out to them and say like, "Hey, I'm making Christian stuff. Not all my stuff is Christian. I have a song coming out the 25th. It's about boxing, and I was hesitant to put that out because it's kind of violent, like boxing matches are. And we're told to turn to cheek, but the Bible's also filled with violence. I was going back and forth on that one. I didn't know what to do. Uh, Eventually, I just decided, you know what? I made the song. It's really good. It's about, uh, it's a narrative. It's about a first person's perspective fighting a boxing match. And I thought, you know what? This is really cool. I'm going to put that out there because it's really cool and because it's art and because I appreciate what I'm doing. I appreciate the growth and I appreciate the narrative. And it's something that I wanted to put out there for everybody to listen to. And I don't think that it's harmful violence. It's not promoting to go hurt people. It's a sport for sure. It's the sport of like entering in combat with another person. So some of my songs aren't completely gospel based, but that isn't to say they're not Christian, I guess. Uh, because there's no curse words, there's no slandering, there's no promoting of violence. It's just talking about it, from an objective lens. It's just saying, here's the boxing fight, here's what's happening. And a lot of the Bible, that's what it is. I'm not saying this is on parallel with the Bible or it's doing the job that the Bible does, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just talking in circles. I'm proud of the boxing song, is one of the main reasons that I've decided to go forward with it. Uh, it's because it's entertaining, and I enjoyed making it. And I don't want to just make music that says Jesus Christ came to earth, died, rose again. He's coming back. Even though I do want to make songs like that, and uh, I do make songs like that. I want to make entertaining songs too, just because if I was narrowed down to say that same message over and over and over again, I feel like I would get burnt out and not want to do it anymore. But there's so much more to the Bible than just the gospel, and there's so much more to the Bible that you have to understand, like Ecclesiastes or Proverbs or Psalms, or Revelations, especially. Like uh, Christ gave the revelations in order for us to be able to live in the last days. And, that's not gospel, but it's still one of the most important books of the Bible. So there's so many parts of the Bible that need to be analyzed that aren't just the 4 Gospels. Um, and I feel as though part of my job in music is to do that, is to expose people to the Proverbs, which I've been doing, the Psalms, which I'm working on, and eventually the Gospels, but Ecclesiastes, Revelations, there's so much to it that is left to be explored. The Gospels are just an inch within the iceberg that is the knowledge that the Bible can entail. Now, where boxing, my song "Boxing" about, it's a narrative about a first person's perspective, and they're in a boxing ring and they're fighting their opponent, and they're trying to draw blood. They're going back and forth. The chorus is like "Bop bop bow, 1 1 2, dodge and move," and it doesn't tie into the Bible, but it's entertaining, and I want to make songs like that too because I enjoy to. I enjoy it quite a bit. It's one of my passions. But I've also thought maybe I should move away from that and just focus on things that are biblical based, but I don't know if that'd be doing a service to myself, but even if it wasn't, maybe it'd be worth it. A song that I put out recently was Butterflies, and Butterflies came to me because I was thinking about like where am I in my life? And this was like right when I was working on graduating college, and I was dealing with some things mentally, but I was pushing through and I was persevering, and I was just about to graduate. It was my senior year of college. So I thought, I thought, and I thought, and I thought, and I had this dream eventually. And within the dream, a butterfly came to me, and I thought, whoa, butterfly. And often, I know that sounds silly, but oftentimes in our culture, we signify butterflies and associate them with like the feminine. But in like every other culture, the butterfly is associated with change. And if you think about it, the butterfly is one of the only animals that completely metamorphosizes. It'll completely wrap itself like in a blanket, and then slowly like, thank you, and then slowly like melt, and then put itself back together. And I felt like I was melting. Thank you, Another Dimension, for your comment. I appreciate that. Thank you for listening too. uh, I felt like I was like melting in college. I was just going through a lot, and there was just so much pressure in my mind state, which I have an album talking more about that directly. But I just felt like I was melting. And butterflies, once they've melted, they put themselves back together. And what's great about that is they don't come out like looking like like all stupid, like an arm coming out of their neck. They come out this beautiful art piece. They're like a little worm, and then they melt, and then they put themselves back together, and they're magnificent. So I thought, like, you know, when butterflies form, caterpillars die. They're melted away. Uh, but then out comes like a beautiful butterfly. And I'm not saying necessarily that I'm a butterfly, but I could be. And especially with my music, I feel as though has been going under a lot of metamorphosis lately. As of very late, I'm working on a feature with an artist that I don't want to name drop in case it doesn't happen. I hope it does because they're actually a really good artist, but they work on soulful beats. And lately I've been working on trap. So whenever I work on trap beats, like just the same pattern over and over again. I don't know how it's been going for like 10 years now, this trap music, but it makes me feel like less of a creative because it's so, it's, don't get me wrong, there's a lot to trap, there really is, but there also isn't at all. It's so simple, it's absolutely simple, and it makes me feel kind of like a cop out artist when I make like trap beats, but at the same time it's what people listen to. When I'm not making trap, I feel like my music is undergoing metamorphosis, and I feel like I'm changing quite a bit in a very positive way, and I feel as though that what I'm making can actually have an impact one day, and that people who listen to it might actually be able to retain a message and understand something. Currently, I have songs uploaded to YouTube, set to release all the way up until December something, and that's Proverbs, and another project that I'm just about to drop the 25th. And after that, next year, I have projects lined up that I've been working on. There's so much to album creation that you don't even think about when you first get into the game, and it's like, okay, you made the song, great, but then you also have to type up the lyrics because people are going to want to read those, and then you're also going to have to create like a video, like some kind of visual, because people need to see that, and then you're gonna have to promote it somehow. So there's so much like I've been working on in the background. That way, all I have to do is just set them to release and then upload those hypes and say, "Hey, people, this is coming out." Uh, But I got a bunch of stuff set to release like next year or two. I'm just preparing it, and then after that, I'm really considering just doing a song uh, a week for. So I'd make 2 songs a week and just release 1 song a week for like as long as I want to, probably like a year, because I just have so many ideas and I have so much stuff I want to do, and I love doing projects because I love like putting all these similar songs together and all these similar ideas. Thank you, Another Dimension. But I like coming out with just tons of ideas too. I'm very scatterbrained in that way, which I think is a good thing. I'm able to like put together a project, release it, and then move on to the next. Great. So I want to try that method for a while. Okay. So thank you for watching Another Dimension. I hope that that was awesome for you. I think I'm just about to end the stream. That was my 10-minute stream. Okay. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. I love you all very, very much, and I appreciate your support because one day I'm going to blow up and be big, and I'll never forget my day ones. Special perks in the future, definitely, for people who are here when my streams only have one viewer. So, okay. Thank you all.